What's up, guys, and welcome back to Flare Reviews. Tonight, I start my dive into spooky season, and I'm starting with what a lot of people consider the classic vampire film, Interview with a Vampire, The Vampire Chronicles. This was released in 1994. It's going to be 2 hours and 3 minutes. It is a horror, drama, fantasy. It is based off the books, I think it's Annie Ricci. I can't pronounce her last name, but you guys know she's wrote a bunch of books. The TV show now, and honestly, this movie is just, the cast is loaded with just young. Well, no, I guess I wouldn't say young, but very well-known actors, and one young who wasn't as well-known. You had Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, Christian Slater, and a young Kirsten Dunst. And Kirsten Dunst blew me away in this movie. She was an incredible child actor in this film. Just her character was incredible as a vicious child vampire. And as we know, again, like I said, it's a TV show now. This whole film is based around Brad Pitt's character, Luis, who is giving an interview to an interviewee, Malloy, played by Christian Slater, and basically talks about his beginning of his life up to now over the centuries, and how he was turned into a vampire by Tom Cruise's character, Lestat, who is just the epitome of just like a-hole vampire. Just like, and basically you see like his loss, his gains, his triumphs, his failures, meeting new vampires, killing vampires, and just like, you can tell like, he's lonely, he's confused, his hunger. Beginning of the movie, he's feeding off of rats. He refuses to kill a human for a while. And he does eventually kill one. It's Thaddy Newton. And she's in this real quick as one of his slaves, which I thought was really cool. Again, I was blown away by the performance of this film. The ending, I thought, was awesome. Did not see that coming. I mean, because they kind of, like, the ending was awesome. When Tom Cruise jumps into the car and bites Christian Slater. He's driving down the highway after Brad Pitt scares the shit out of Christian Slater. Like, it was awesome. Like, he goes, "Do I need an introduction?" That was such a great line, and he smiles, and then he just, and he goes, "Have you heard enough?" Because he's playing the tape that Luis, he just recorded, and like Tom Cruise is annoyed, but he goes, "I've been listening to this for too many centuries." And before you see it, the last scene is Brad Pitt talking about how the last time we saw Lestat was back in New Orleans in like the 1988 or something like that, and he's like just decrepit and dying, and he's eating the rats. Because when he first found Brad Pitt, that's what he was doing, and now it's like it's come full circle. Like, Brad Pitt's okay, Lestat is on the down, and then like you basically just get like a full reversal back at the end. Like, Brad Pitt, Christian Slater wants to become a vampire. Brad Pitt goes, "Absolutely not, I'm not doing that to you." And then he's driving away because he's scared to death that Brad Pitt's gonna kill him. And the whole Tom Cruise thing, he jumps in the car and they keep going. But it's really weird because the sun's coming up as he's driving down the road. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. He's a vampire and they turn to ash in this film. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this film. If you haven't seen it, or it's been a while, it is on Hulu right now for free. Just a basic subscription. That's what I got. Go check it out. Again, I was honestly blown away. I think it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise films that I've seen him in to this day. I've seen a lot of his films. Top Gun's still one for me, but honestly, like, this role for him, I think was like, it was awesome. Brad Pitt, again, was phenomenal in his role as like the very confused, lonely, pissed off vampire. And again, Kirsten Dunst's character, the little girl, was phenomenal. So I can't recommend this movie enough. I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, thoroughly enjoyed this. Not a big vampire movie guy, but this film, really freaking liked it, and I'm glad I checked it out. I'll see you next time here at Flare Reviews.